There are certain animals that don't just symbolize traits. They symbolize states of being. The jaguar is one of them. When the jaguar appears in your awareness, whether through dreams, visions, synchronicities, or simply a pull you can't explain, it is not asking you to become louder, stronger, or more aggressive. The jaguar arrives when you are being invited to remember a deeper kind of power. A power that doesn't announce itself. A power that doesn't perform. A power that waits, watches, and moves only when the moment is exact. The jaguar is the embodiment of silent authority. It does not chase validation. It does not waste energy proving itself. It does not panic, rush, or scatter. The jaguar knows who it is, and because of that knowing, everything around it responds. This is why the jaguar has been revered across ancient cultures, not as a symbol of dominance, but as a guardian of thresholds, a walker between worlds, a master of the unseen. In the jungles of Mesoamerica, the jaguar was not just an animal. It was a spiritual archetype, a bridge between the physical world and the spirit realm. The Maya, the Olmec, and later the Aztecs all understood that the jaguar moved freely between light and darkness, day and night, life and death, conscious and unconscious. To walk with jaguar energy was to walk without fear of the shadow because you had already integrated it. And this is important because the jaguar does not reject darkness. It thrives in it. Unlike animals that rely on speed or noise, the jaguar hunts in stillness. It waits, it listens, it blends into the environment so fully that it becomes invisible. This is not weakness, this is mastery. The jaguar teaches that true power is not reactive, it is responsive. It does not erupt emotionally, it does not over-explain, it does not need to be seen to be effective. Spiritually, the jaguar represents sovereignty, not control over others but command over the self. When jaguar energy activates in someone's life, it often happens during a time when they are being asked to reclaim their personal authority, after periods of self-betrayal, overgiving, or living in survival mode. The jaguar does not live in survival. It lives in presence, and presence is what makes it lethal, precise, and unstoppable. If you've ever felt like you've outgrown chaos, outgrown explaining yourself, outgrown proving your worth, that's jaguar energy rising. The jaguar does not argue. It does not chase people who don't see its value. It withdraws its energy and lets reality do the revealing. This is why jaguar medicine often appears when someone is learning energetic boundaries, not walls, but discernment. There is also a deep connection between the jaguar and the subconscious. Jaguars can see in the dark. Symbolically, this means the ability to move through emotional depths, trauma, ancestral memory, and shadow material, without becoming lost inside it. When jaguar symbolism shows up, it is often a sign that you are capable of navigating emotional terrain that others avoid. You are being asked to trust your instincts rather than your conditioning, and instinct is everything to the jaguar. It doesn't second-guess itself. It doesn't crowdsource opinions. It doesn't wait for permission. When it moves with certainty. This speaks to intuition that has been sharpened through lived experience. Through pain, through silence, through observation. Jaguar energy is not naive intuition, it is earned wisdom. Another key aspect of jaguar symbolism is timing. The jaguar knows when not to act. This is something many people struggle with. They act too soon out of fear, anxiety, or the need for control. Jaguar medicine teaches restraint. It teaches that waiting is not passive, it is strategic. Stillness is not stagnation, it is calibration. When you stop forcing outcomes, your energy becomes focused instead of fragmented. In shamanic traditions, the jaguar is also a protector during spiritual initiation. When someone is undergoing a deep transformation, especially one that involves shedding old identities, the jaguar appears as a guide through ego death and rebirth. This is because the jaguar understands cycles. It knows that something must die for something truer to emerge. And it does not mourn what is meant to be released. This is where jaguar symbolism becomes uncomfortable for many people, because the jaguar does not cling. It does not romanticize the past. It does not carry emotional baggage. When something no longer aligns, it lets go without drama. This is not coldness, it is clarity. Jaguar energy asks, what are you still holding on to that is draining your life force? The jaguar also carries strong feminine energy, not in the sense of softness, but in magnetic receptivity. Jaguars don't chase prey endlessly. They draw opportunity through presence. This is an important lesson for anyone who feels burnt out from efforting, hustling, or overperforming. Jaguar energy restores balance between action and allowance. It reminds you that you do not need to exhaust yourself to be effective. If you resonate with jaguar symbolism, you are likely someone who feels deeply, observes quietly, and moves decisively when the inner signal is clear. You may have spent years being underestimated, overlooked, or misunderstood, and that was not an accident. The jaguar is not meant to be seen too early. Its power matures in silence. When the jaguar shows up repeatedly in your life, it is often a sign that you are being asked to step into leadership without noise. Leadership that doesn't dominate but stabilizes, leadership that doesn't demand attention but commands respect through integrity. Jaguar leaders do not persuade, they emanate. There is also a shadow side to jaguar energy worth naming. When unbalanced, jaguar energy can turn into isolation, emotional withdrawal, or cutting people off without communication. The teaching here is discernment, not avoidance. Power does not require emotional shutdown. True sovereignty includes emotional intelligence. Ultimately, the jaguar teaches one central truth. You don't need to chase power. You need to embody it. When you stop leaking energy into things that don't matter, your presence alone becomes transformative. People feel it. Situations respond to it. Life reorganizes around it. So if this message found you today, ask yourself, where am I being asked to trust my instincts instead of my fears? Where am I being invited to wait instead of rush? Where is my power being diluted by over-explaining, over-giving, or overthinking? The jaguar does not doubt itself, and neither should you. If this resonated deeply with you, it's not random. You may be standing at a threshold in your life where your intuition is sharpening and your energy is asking to be reclaimed. This is the work I guide people through, helping them return to their natural authority, trust their inner signals, and move through transformation with clarity instead of confusion. If you feel called, you're welcome to book a one-to-one session with me or explore the teachings I share inside the alchemical garden. And I'd love to hear from you. Does jaguar energy resonate with you, or has another animal been appearing in your life lately? Drop it in the comments.